An efficient language learning routine promotes gradual and steady progress. Are you struggling to find one? Then this video is right for you, because today we will discuss the importance of a structured and balanced routine and how to achieve one. ¿Listos? Hola, bienvenidos a Spanish 55. My name is Lourdes and I am a Spanish teacher from Mexico. Learning a language is work. However, it should not become something you do not look forward to. Creating and following a well-thought-out learning plan can prevent burnout and ensure that all aspects of the language are getting attention. So, what makes up a good language learning routine? Two main components: structure and balance. Let's dive into it. In order to achieve structure, you will have to plan. So, sit down, look at your calendar, and from there, set achievable and realistic timeframes and goals for different activities. You know what works best for you. So for example, you may dedicate mornings to reading and listening, afternoons to writing, and evenings to speaking practice and grammar review. Stick to your schedule using tools such as calendar reminders on your phone, or if you're more like me, a physical planner. Set goals, track your progress, and reward yourself. And if you find that you're having a hard time sticking to your schedule, do not give up easily. Rethink and restructure. It may take some time for you to get into the groove of things, but once you do, it will become a routine. Being consistent and proactive with your time is only half the battle, because you have to make sure that you're engaging with all aspects of the language in order to achieve true fluency. Here are some things to keep in mind for balance. Reading is key to exposure and instrumental in vocabulary acquisition. Explore different inputs and sources. For example, newspapers. They all have digital versions now. So something like El País, it's great exposure to formal language, introduce you to slang and cultural context. While reading, pay attention to repeated phrases and idiomatic expressions. Social media is also a great source for this and incredibly accessible, so no excuses there. Engage with Spanish-speaking communities and content creators on platforms that you already use, or follow hashtags in Spanish for things that you find interesting. But do not just passively scroll. Make sure that you're actively reading, listening, commenting, and interacting in Spanish. For a balanced routine, you will also have to include more formal sources such as short stories and books. Challenge yourself to read authors such as Gabriel Garcia Marquez and Isabel Allende. Use tools like Kindle's Vocabulary Builder or apps like LinkQ, where you can annotate and come back later to review phrases and new words. For an added bonus, try reading out loud to practice your pronunciation and intonation. Let's move on to listening for comprehension. You have to train your ears. I love podcasts because you can find one on almost every topic out there. So find a niche podcast on something that you're passionate about. For example, if you like history, you can check out La Historia de España. For advanced learners, I recommend that you listen to podcasts that are completely in Spanish with no English explanations. There's so many YouTube channels just like this one where you can find videos that will help you with your listening as well. I recommend that you start with short, easy street interviews and travel blogs, and then move on to watch Spanish movies and TV shows. First without subtitles, then with subtitles in Spanish, and then without subtitles again. And of course, there is music. Explore different genres such as reggaeton, flamenco, rancheras, or Spanish indie music, and use web pages such as Genius to analyze the lyrics and try to find the meaning, emotion, and story behind the words. Next, use writing for expression. Try to take on journaling with the help of a bilingual dictionary to avoid repeating basic words. Write out your thoughts or reflect on your day or write a short story using new vocabulary and complex sentences. Social media is also a great resource for this because you can use stories, posts, comments, and threads to practice your concise writing while interacting with Spanish speakers. Make it a point to once a day comment on a video or a post or engage in a thread about something that caught your eye. And of course, in order to become fluent, you will have to practice speaking. The good news is that you don't necessarily need someone to speak to because you can talk to yourself. Who cares? I do it all the time. Try narrating your daily routine, your morning commute, or your exercise routine. Try to articulate your thoughts in Spanish, maybe in response to something that you read or watched, or simply your opinions on current events. There are also some speaking games that you can try out. For example, shadowing, which is repeating after a speaker in real time, or the 4-3-2 technique, which is speaking about the same topic for 4 minutes, then 3 minutes, then 2 minutes, becoming more concise and fluent every single try. There are also many opportunities out there for you to practice your speaking with someone else. Look into language exchange opportunities where you partner up with a native Spanish speaker that wants to learn English. Rotate topics of conversation every week to get an experience with all types of vocabulary. You can use platforms such as HelloTalk and Tandem to find conversation partners. Role play is also great practice. So every week with your partner, go through different scenarios like going shopping, going to a restaurant, or debating a specific topic. Exercises like this are great for acquiring contextual vocabulary and understanding cultural nuances. You will also have to include formal grammar review into your routine. You can do it independently with the help of advanced grammar books such as Practice Makes Perfect, Advanced Spanish Grammar, or a new reference grammar of modern Spanish. These resources are great to dive deeper into more complex grammatical structures. You can also try out different grammar drills, implement spaced out repetition techniques with apps such as Anki. And for those grammar structures that you know you're struggling with the most, make some flashcards and review them constantly. Consider getting a language coach. They can provide targeted exercises and feedback for small mistakes that automated tools and apps do not register. Plus, you can focus your sessions on your specific needs and weaknesses. With your coach, you can practice your pronunciation and intonation, specifically for those sounds that do not exist in the English language. You can do a blend of both things, balancing your self-study routine with weekly sessions with a coach. So, during the week, you can use your books and online tools and then meet up with your coach during the weekend to review what you learned, and they can answer any questions that you may have. Ask them to give you personalized homework assignments for things that they think you need to practice more or that you want to learn about. It is incredibly important to take a holistic approach in our learning, implementing both informal and formal activities can ensure that you retain information better and will make the process more enjoyable and less repetitive. And here is something that I always emphasize with my students: consistency over intensity. Form habits. Set achievable and realistic daily goals like learning 5 new vocabulary words a day or writing for 10 minutes every day. Track your progress using different tools, apps, or a language learning journal. Reflect on what worked and what didn't and adjust your routine accordingly. If you are serious about your language learning journey, I highly recommend seeking expert advice. A coach can help you enhance your routine, give you personalized lessons and feedback, and keep you motivated. You can consider Spanish 55 for that because we have a wide array of opportunities for you to work one-on-one with a certified coach that is ready to help you achieve fluency. All of our coaches are certified to teach all levels and are Spanish native speakers. If you are interested, make sure to check out the link in the description where you can book a free consultation today. No strings attached. If you like this video, give it a big me gusta and subscribe to the channel for more. Begin your language learning journey today by commenting on this video, letting me know what you would like to see next. I hope to see you in another video. Hasta la próxima!